When you first read about the Mike Leach story, what do you think? What is your first broad thought of, you read the accusations, the players, so forth?
Well, I read it from a different perspective than most people because I've known Craig James for 20 years. He's been a close friend. I worked with him on game day since the early 90s. So I definitely feel for him and his family and what they've gone through and how tough it would be for him to notify the administration in this case. This is not a hot-headed guy who's going to fly off the handle at the first complaint from his son. He knows what football is. It's a tough sport, and you have to endure and stuff. So I know for him to make the move that he did and be aware of the repercussions that would have for Leach and the program and his own son. And he's got a younger son, Andy, that also goes to Texas Tech and was thinking about playing football there next year. So I feel for what his family went through to make that decision. I mean, I think it's, everybody that's a parent and got kids that play sports, you get confronted with these things at some point or another, an overzealous coach. But that's kind of my perspective. It's kind of tough for me to step back and comment with distance because I've known Craig and I know Adam for a long time.
Well, I would imagine there was some reluctance, and I said this earlier. When you are a public figure, you know you're going to get beat up on a story like this. Oh, his kid's pampered so-and-so. Can you tell us how long Craig considered this? I mean, obviously, this is difficult for a public figure. It's even more difficult.
Well, they considered it for a while, but I don't know if he's being hammered about this. The sense I have, and again, it's a pretty fresh story with the identity of Adam being revealed only publicly yesterday. It had been whispered around, but I think that, most people feel like when it's a head injury that, and I'm speaking just in general terms here, Colin, I mean, a head injury, if you're a coach in football these days and you don't understand the importance of that and the need to take it seriously and the need to treat each case individually, but listen to medical experts, listen to the player, understand the long-term ramifications of dealing with a guy who's got a head injury, you're out of touch. I mean, you're clueless if you don't understand that. This isn't a sprained ankle where you're mad at the kid because he's not able to go. This is a head injury, I think that's what has coaches shaking their heads. Guys you read into just in the last 24 hours and talked to about this story, they don't understand how a head injury can't be. You can't comprehend the seriousness of that. You can't comprehend the seriousness of that.